Now recently I was on Seeking Alpha poking around and I came across an article that was sharing the 10 largest covered call style ETFs by AUM or assets under management, and going through the list I thought it was kind of interesting. Now certain names on this list I'm a huge fan of, and certain names on this list I honestly don't really know all that much about, but either way I thought it'd be sort of fun to make a video and have me break down all 10 of the largest covered call style ETFs across the world, across the market, and share with you guys what I personally think about them and how they work, etc. So if you want to go through the 10 largest covered call style ETFs with me and see what they have to offer, make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into it. My A to Z dividend investing ebook has helped countless dividend investors get started with their journey. And my custom dividend tracker that I'm constantly using here on the channel has also helped so many investors stay on track and allow them to see their dividend income in real time. Well, today I have another treat for you guys. I'm not only going to offer you my A to Z dividend investing ebook and the custom dividend tracker, but also just for a short limited time, I'm going to be adding in my brand new weekly dividend blueprint ebook to show you how you can get started with weekly dividend ETFs and add this into your investing strategy. This offer is not going to last long, so go ahead and click the first link down below in my description, and you're going to get both ebooks and the custom dividend tracker bundle. But like I said, please act fast because this won't be around for long. Now let's get back into the video. Now before we go through them, I wanted to list out the largest to the least large, but either way, these are the 10 largest covered call ETFs across the market as of right now. Now, JPMorgan, the JPMorgan Equity Per Income ETF, is actually the #1 largest covered call ETF across the market, which is kind of shocking because across the dividend or income community, although some of us do hold on to JPMorgan, I mean, I personally do have quite a bit of JPMorgan, you don't really hear about it all that much anymore. Number 2 is JPQ, the JPMorgan Nasdaq Equity Per Income ETF. JPQ, of course, is very popular. I own tons of it, and you guys probably do as well. Next, we have QYLD, the Global X Nasdaq 100 covered call ETF. Very, very popular back in the day. Not so much anymore, considering there's lots of other better strategies out there, in my opinion, but I still hold on to a ton of QYLD also. Number 4 is one of my favorites, DIVO, or the Amplify CWP Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. Number 5, of course, we have MSTY, the YieldMax MSTY Option Income Strategy ETF. Then we have KNG, the FTCBOE Vest S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats Target Income ETF. Then we have my personal favorite of all time, SPYI, the NEOS S&P 500 High Income ETF. We have XYLD, then we have RDVI, and lastly, NVDY. Now comment down below your guys' thoughts about the 10 largest covered call ETFs across the market as far as AUM goes. Are you guys with me that some of these names are sort of surprising? Let me know down below. Now, to be completely clear, this video is not going to be going into super deep in any one of these ETFs because I just want to sort of glance over all of them, share with you guys what they are and what my thoughts on them are, but I do talk about ETFs like these and others across my channel every single day, so check out some other videos. But number 1, the largest covered call ETF is going to be, like we said, JPY, which seeks to deliver monthly distributable income and equity market exposure with less volatility. Now, JPY offers similar exposure to the S&P 500, but not necessarily exactly, but lots of names that have a lot of overlap. JPY for the most part has been pretty decent. It hasn't NAV decayed since inception, and it's offered investors, depending on what time frame you're looking at, around 8%, 9%, 11% yield. Now, especially as of recently, JPY's dividends have been getting a lot larger, which I personally love because I do still hold on to a ton of JPY. Number 2, the JPMorgan Nasdaq Equity Per Income ETF, the second largest, offers Nasdaq 100 exposure, but with disciplined option overlays, this ETF offers a ton of income generation. I mean, the 30-day SEC yield as of right now is 14+%. Now, JPQ has been awesome because it's grown a lot over time, considering it's a covered call style ETF, but along with that, it's paid investors like myself anywhere from 30 to 40 to 50, 60 cents per share per month. Now, as far as Nasdaq 100 exposure through a high income strategy, JPQ is one of my personal favorites and one of the favorites in the dividend community. Next, we have QYLD, one of the OG Nasdaq 100 covered call ETFs. This ETF has been trading for a long time. It's been trading since 2013, which is crazy because back in those days, almost no one was building ETFs like this one. And nowadays it feels like a new ETF like this one comes out almost every single day. Now, just like the name says, QYLD offers Nasdaq 100 exposure through a covered call strategy. It does things a little bit differently than a lot of the other Nasdaq 100 covered call ETFs. And again, I talk about that in depth in all the videos I make. Now, QYLD for the most part hasn't been the best investment for me. It hasn't been the worst. It has decayed a little bit over time as far as price return goes, but it does offer around 12% yield. Next up, we have the Amplify ETFs DIVO, the Amplify CWP Enhanced Dividend Income ETF. DIVO is super underrated in my eyes. DIVO's offered like 11 or 12% annual returns every single year since inception, offers exposure to a high quality curated basket of holdings, and then with options, it offers around a 5% yield starting off. Now, maybe DIVO doesn't offer the flashiest yield and doesn't grow as fast as some other ETFs, but if you look at the yield and if you look at the price return and combine them, DIVO has been a great investment since inception. Now, speaking of flashy yields, MSTY, the YieldMax MSTY option income strategy ETF with a 92% distribution rate. This ETF offers exposure to the MSTR, the underlying MicroStrategy stock, and then through options offers a ton of income generation. Now, how much income per share per month? We're talking $1.47 upwards to $4 plus is what we saw towards the end of last year. Next, we have the First Trust Vest S&P 500 Dividend Aristocrats Target Income ETF, or KNG. This ETF offers tons of exposure to dividend aristocrats, and especially back when I first started investing in dividend stocks around a decade ago, which is crazy to say, I've been investing that long now. A lot of investors would always say to just turn to the aristocrats because they're sort of a safe, tried and true, at least foundation when you're building out your initial dividend portfolio. Now, even up until this point, I still think that's an absolutely great way to look at these names, and I personally do hold several of these names in my portfolio. Next up, we have my number one favorite, personally at least, S&P 500 High Income ETF, which is ticker symbol SPYI, which offers S&P 500 exposure through a high income strategy. And again, this is my personal favorite because it offers more or less exactly what I'm looking for as an investor and has done very, very well since inception. A few more to go to on the list of some of the largest covered call ETFs in the world, and specifically the largest being JPY. We have XYLD, the S&P 500 covered call ETF, another one that's been trading for quite some time, again 2013, which is insane. $3+ billion in assets under management for this one, and this is an ETF that I personally hold on to, but it's not my favorite. It hasn't been the worst nor the best investment in my portfolio. And again, these days, as far as S&P 500 exposure through an option strategy, I just seem to think there's better options out there. Now we have two more ETFs to go through. Number 9 is going to be the First Trust Vest Rising Dividend Achievers Target Income ETF, or RDVI. The FT Trust Vest Rising Dividend Achievers Target Income ETF seeks to provide investors with current income with a secondary objective of providing capital appreciation. Now, last but not least, number 10 on the list is going to be NVDY, or the YieldMax NVDY, or the NVIDIA Option Income Strategy ETF. Now, this ETF offers a 131% distribution rate, and looking at some of the recent distributions, we're talking $1.62 as of recent, 67 cents, 78 cents, 161 a few months back. Again, massive income generation potential because this ETF references the underlying NVIDIA stock, which has a very high implied volatility. So there we have it, guys. Those are the 10 largest covered call style ETFs across the market as of right now if we're basing things off of assets under management. Now, like I said earlier, it's kind of surprising that some of these names do have so much money inside them just because I personally don't necessarily love some of the names on the top of the list. But to be fair, there are investors like me personally that still have a bunch of money in names like QYLD. And this is simply just because I bought this so many years ago and I just haven't sold out of it yet. But more importantly, before I go, I do have a question for you guys down below. Out of all these names, the 10 largest covered call ETFs across the market, if you for whatever reason could only hold on to one of them, let me know which one it would be. Drop the ticker symbol in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on it and subscribe for more future content like this. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.